So hey everyone, this is Swapnil from ACM Shran chapter IIT ISM Dhanbad, and today we'll be discussing the problem C, social distance of the Codeforces round 650, which is rated for division 3. Okay, so I'll get started with the problem, and what we have here is we have a string which represents tables which are either occupied or unoccupied. Now the occupancy of the table is represented by 1, and if the table is unoccupied we are given 0. So I'll get started with the summarization or the explanation part. Okay, we have what we have here is a binary string of size n representing the tables, where 1 denotes the occupied table and 0 denotes the empty table. Now we have to populate the tables in such a way that if a person sits at a table number I, then all the tables with numbers from I minus k to I plus k should be free. So what is given in this problem is, if some person is sitting over the ith index, then all the indices which are k distance from it must be free, or else we will have to maintain the social distance, right? So I'll simply jump to the funda part because this question is quite easy to understand. And now the funda is first to store all the indices which are 1 in a set. So we will be inserting all the indices which are 1 over here in my string in a set. Okay, now what we will be doing is, after this we will traverse the string and we will do for all the indices whose value is 0 in the string, and we will find if it is possible to make it 1. So basically what we are doing is, we are traversing through all the tables which are unoccupied and we are trying to make it occupied or trying to fill it up. So how can we do that? So the simple intuition or the simple basic idea which is coming to my mind is, I'll see if the tables which are at k distance from this particular index is free or not. So how can we do that? We have a set of all the indices which represents the occupied table. So I'll just find the index in that set of indices of occupied tables if there is any index which is greater than equals to I minus k. I'll check if there is any index which is at a distance k from my table which is unoccupied right now. So I'll first discuss if it is not occupied. So if the table which is at a distance I minus k from my unoccupied table is not occupied, so we can simply add that particular table in my occupied list. So what we will do is we will set that particular index as 1 and we will insert it in my set, so that we will be using it for the future checking. And I'll just update my answer. So this is just a pseudocode types. I'll show you the code in the video later. And if it is yes, if we are having some index which is greater than equals to I minus k in the set of indices which are occupied, then we will have to check if that index is also greater than I plus k. If that particular index is also greater than I plus k, then that unoccupied index can be filled with 1. It's obvious, because if I plus k is if that particular index is greater than I plus k, then I can easily occupy that particular index. And the previous one is already checked, the I minus k part, so that confirms the availability. And if it is not greater than I plus k, then I just cannot occupy that particular table. So I'll get started with the coding part. Okay, so we have the size of the string, and I'll take the string as input, and I'll make a set of indexes which are 1, s of I equals 1. Then I will insert those indexes in my set. Okay, and now we'll just traverse through the string and we will check if s of I is equals 0, which means that particular index is unoccupied. Now I'll have to search for the index if it is available, the I minus k one, this one, that if my set contains an index which is greater than equals to I minus k. So I can simply do this using lower bound, and I'll put I minus k over here. Now if it doesn't contain that particular index, or if this is not the case, or if the value at that index is greater than I plus k as showed in the explanation, then I'll just increase the answer. I'll put an answer equals to 0 over here, and I'll increment the answer. I'll put the ith index as 1, as in I'll occupy that ith index, and I'll insert that index in my set for future checking purposes, and I'll just see out answer from here. So let me just check for the base cases. I think you have got the pretty much idea of this question. It was not that much hard. Okay, so we are having a problem over here. So what's the issue? Answer plus plus. Okay, sorry, here it will be it equals st dot n. Okay, so my code passes for the sample test cases. I'll just move to the Codeforces round and I'll try to submit my question. Test.cpp. Okay. There's some problem. Yeah, okay, so we got an AC. Thank you for watching this video. Please like the video, and we will be sharing the codes and the tutorials of the harder problems D and E sooner. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Okay.